Hello, welcome back. I'm David Michaels, if we haven't already met, and hello again if you're a returning viewer. So good to see you again. So on this channel, we talk about all kinds of things about personal growth and spirituality, including exploring concepts around just the metaphysics of how it all works spiritually, and the physical world and the afterlife, and going between the two, how it all works. This video is a what if, is an exploration of a possible way of understanding what might be happening. I don't know for sure that this is a fact, so take it with a grain of salt, but I was thinking about something I heard recently from someone who had a near-death experience, and they shared what they learned on the other side. And one of the things that they learned was you can learn anything you want on the other side, in the spirit world. But that's different than actually living it and experiencing it. And one reason a lot of souls incarnate, have a body, a human lifetime on Earth, is to live through the experience, to learn through the experience, not just like book knowledge, for example. You've been there. And I was thinking about that, meditating on it. I was like, well, is that true? Does that intuitively resonate with me? What do I think about all that? And I was just thinking about just stuff I've gone through in my own life. Like, do we choose our family? And do we plan a lot of the major life events in our lives or not? Why do souls incarnate in the first place? If we come from the spirit world and all our needs are met there, and it's peace and unconditional love, and we're having a great old time, why would we ever leave that, right? And I hear all kinds of possible explanations, like, oh, you get bored, so you come here for the adventure, or Earth is a school, and we come here to learn and grow and evolve as souls, or karma, or there's so many explanations, right? So one possible explanation, a what if you want us to explore with me, entertain this idea for a moment. What if Earth, or any world you might incarnate into a lifetime experience on, what if it's like a theme park? Okay, so bear with me, right? So think about your favorite major theme park. It could be Disney World or Disneyland or Universal Studios or Knott's Berry Farm, any theme park you love, right? When you're not at the theme park, you're at home, you're on the drive there, like you're super excited. You're looking forward to going, like, woo, we're gonna have an adventure. We're taking the whole family. We're going to the theme park today. And you're excited. You're looking forward to it. Just like a lot of people who have these near-death experiences and they remember things, like they often say, like, yeah, or they might have a pre-birth memory of this. They're saying, yeah, before they incarnated, they were very excited to come to Earth. And then they get here, like, what was I thinking, right? So what if it's like a theme park where before you get there, you're super excited. You're like, yes, we were looking forward to this for months. We've been saving up and we took the time off work and here we go. And then you get there and it's expensive to get in, just the ticket price and then the food prices and the souvenirs, everything's super expensive. You're standing around in lines, like this is boring, nothing's going on. And then you finally get on the ride and you're terrified. It's a roller coaster and it's a scary experience, right? You're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. You're up to the top and, oh, and you do the loop and you're upside down and it's all go crazy, right? And while you're on the ride, you're freaking out. You're screaming, you feel like you're gonna die. And like part of you knows, okay, it's actually safe. I'm not gonna die, most likely. Once in a blue moon, there are tragic accidents that happen. So there's a little bit of that risk. But for 99.9% of people, right, it's just a thrill that you're temporarily experiencing for the sake of the thrill. And while you're in the middle of it, it's super scary, it's super intense. And then inevitably the ride comes to an end and you have a choice. You can get off and be like, okay, that was cool. What next? Or you'd be like, woohoo, let's do that again. And you get right back on and do another loop through. And just like at a theme park, there's different kinds of rides, right? There's the kiddie rides that are very calm and mellow and tame. And then there's a really intense for adults rides. and everything in between. There's 3D interactive movie experiences, and you got to get the goggles, and there's 4D interactive where, like, I was at Legoland one time, and I think it was called Ninjago, and you're on a track in a seat. It's not really like a roller coaster, but it's kind of taking you through this world, and you have a little like laser gun or something, and you're like shooting at stuff the whole way through, and it's keeping score. So it's like an interactive ride. And it was super fun. I went on that one many times. So what if all these variety of rides and experiences, things you can do at a theme park, are just like all the different types of experiences we can have on Earth? Relationships, health adventures, jobs, physically traveling around the world, all these different things we can experience. What if they're just rides at a theme park, the theme park of Earth? And just like at a ride at a theme park, you have some choices. You might be like, wow, look at the size of that roller coaster. Look how high up it goes, and the loops and the dips, and it goes under the water. It's crazy. I want to do that one. And maybe you sign up you get in line to do one of those rides. And you might love it. You might be terrified. You might be like, once was enough. I'm good. I'm never doing that again. Or you might be like, yeah, heck yeah, let's do it again. Maybe you didn't know you could get off, and you just, when it came to a stop, you never got out of your seat, and next thing you know, you're going through the whole track again, over and over and over again. You just be like, why do I keep repeating this relationship? Why am I stuck in this dead-end job, or whatever it might be, right? Maybe no one told you that there are opportunities to exit that ride. You might not be able to exit this very second. You might be in the middle of the track. You might not be able to get off yet, but at some point, sooner or later, it's going to come to a stop because it has to load on new passengers and let the current ones get off, right? That's how rides work. So if you're on a ride right now that you don't want to keep being on, just wait for that first opportunity to get off, and get off. Maybe you've been on a lot of intense rides lately, and you need a rest, you need a break. Well, there's those kiddie rides. There are park benches. There's like beautiful, serene water fountains and lakes and stuff you can sit at and look at. Maybe you're gonna go and get a snack. Or one of my favorite rides, like the lazy river. You're just kind of like just floating so slowly and peaceful. It's like, oh, it's a ride. I'm on the water. The scenery is changing around me, but it's zero stress. It's a time to just relax and enjoy and appreciate and recover. Earth has rides like that too. Maybe it's time for you to be on the lazy river for a little while, or to go get a snack. And what if, usually when we go to theme parks, we go with friends or family or both, right? So maybe the people you came with love going on certain kinds of rides that you don't want to go on so much. Maybe they're too boring or they're too exciting, whatever the case might be, right? So I'm sure you've done this at a theme park. You could be like, hey, you know what? You guys go on ahead. I'm going to sit this one out. I'll meet you at the ride exit, or I'll meet you at the food court, or whatever. You can do that in life. If there's drama going on, if there's an adventure that you're feeling pulled into that you just honestly don't want to do, you can sit it out. You can be like, hey guys, that's cool. Do your thing. Have fun. I'll meet you at the end. Or I'm going to go do this other ride in the meantime that's not interesting to you, but is to me. And we'll reconnect up after we're both done. You can do that in real life. We have that freedom. We have that choice. We just might not consciously remember or know that. So whether Earth is actually a theme park for souls or not, I think the metaphor stands. I think the lesson is still true. Ask yourself, whatever ride you're on right now, do you want to stay on this ride? Because there'll be an opportunity to get off, and if you want, you can stay on and go around for another loop, another turn. Or if you're like, you know what, I'm done with this ride. I want to break at least, or I never want to do it again. whatever the case might be, wait for that first opportunity to get off, and then just get off and take a look around and be like, what other attractions are there here that I'm interested in? Maybe you just want to sit and watch other people go on adventures for a while, because people do that at theme parks too. Some people just, for whatever reason, they don't go on the ride, and there's usually a spot they can find where they can watch their friends and family go on the crazy roller coaster and hear them screaming as they whiz by. And maybe vicariously you can live through them a little bit, but you don't have to actually go through the thrills and the terrors of the actual ride. You have those choices, those opportunities, and none of them require you leaving the theme park altogether, aka like checking out and leaving Earth. You can hang out at the theme park and make it as action-packed and adventurous or not as you want. And if you need a break, you want something slow, tame, mild, do that. If you want to just rest and do nothing, you can do that. Go browse the gift shop, look for some souvenirs, get some food, find a nice piece of nature to go have a relaxing walk through. All that's available here for you. You don't have to be on a ride forever if you don't want to be. Just look for that opportunity to get off and get off. Or stay on for another ride. All right, thank you so much. I love you guys. Good luck. Have an adventure. In the comments, let me know what's one of your favorite rides, one of your favorite adventures in the human life experience. For example, it could be falling in love. It could be starting a business. It could be traveling the world, whatever. What's something that you love to do that's fun that you would recommend other people try that ride if they haven't already? What's one of your favorite rides on Earth? Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.